What's going on, guys? How you doing? Welcome to Golden Setups. I'm Golden Focus, your host, and here to share with you another how I traded SPX. But I'm gonna go ahead and add in Tesla in here. How I traded SPX and Tesla today. It was a good day. It was a good day. Some things I was kind of unhappy with, but let's jump right into it. And so this morning we had a nice big run up. You can see some levels on my chart, by the way. We're looking at the 5 minute down here on SPY. All right, looking at now, and any given time though, I'm looking at like maybe 11 or 12 different charts. I'm a multi-time frame trader, so but I'm just compressing this for the sake of the video here. But looking at the 5 minute, I do look at this most of the time. And all I was doing is tracking the trend here this morning. And one of the things I noticed is the constant rejections I have at this 412.93 level. I have lots of different levels. You can see these lines on my chart here. I have lots of different levels on my chart. They've been very accurate. They've been holding up. They've been on my chart for quite a few months now. And so these rejections at these levels, these very key levels, kind of gave me a sense of indication that there's some weakness up here. There's something up here. Could be a zone. I didn't have a zone drawn here, but I did track the trend, and I was waiting for one final rejection. I was looking for a rejection and a break of this trend. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on this 5 minute trend line, so pretty strong there. And we started to get that break on the 5 minute here. As soon as we got that break on the 5 minute, I went ahead and went in, right? Went all the way in here. Here's the 1 minute up here. You could see too what the 1 minute looked like. Just again tracking the trend over here. And again, I was looking for puts. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for puts today. Don't ask me why. I was looking for puts today. And so that's where I got in at the break, and I rode that down. Now I was also in a Tesla trade as well. This is SPX over here, but I'm just making it simple for you guys to see. 5 minute down here on the SPY, 1 minute up here. All right. Like I said, I rode this down. This was a nice ride down. We had a nice break and retest of the 9 and 20. Really like that break of the 9, and then after that we retested it as resistance, and then after that we broke down below the 20, brought it all the way down here. We did a nice little bounce off the the 200-day moving average here. We actually dropped down below it. And then after that, we started to wick back up above it. I was ready to get out here as I was sweating a little bit, to be quite honest. But anyways, I held on to the trade. I had my conviction, and I knew where I wanted to exit, and I'll show you where that is on my higher time frame chart. So on the higher time frame here, we're looking at ES here today, and you can see this is ES, and this is this morning. We had that run up pre-market, and then this run up here. Again, up here is this is the ES, and up here is the 1 hour. This is the 30 minute, okay, down here below it. And so this is where my entrance was. I got into a 4105 put at 85 cents. Got into a bunch of those. And then after that, this is where my entrance was based off of the 5 minute chart. My exit, I had a demand zone down here, and I saw what happened. In this zone, we had this nice little big buy up, and so my thinking was, I'm going to go ahead and get in. And when I was thinking this, right, mind you, there's nothing on the chart. It's just these green candles. I'm going to get in at the break, and I'm going to ride it all the way down to the zone. And so we did get that momentum. We got that push down, early entry here. I added, I added a few more in right when we broke here on the hourly trend. Beautiful, nice little double top up here as well as far as the bodies are concerned. Dropped all the way down here and continued down. Now, interesting thing, right around here, I got a marker here. You can see this marker right here. It's easier to see here on the 30 minute here. This is where I got out of a good portion of my position right here. So we rejected on the 30 minute here, we rejected the 20, and we start moving to the downside, and I got out of here my position. So I went from 85 cents to 160 here with SPX. I was trading SPX, and then I let my runners run, and I let it run somewhere around this area here. And just because of the up and down, this was not clean over here, and the move was not as like nice and clean and momentous like this was. I happened to get out at 110. So still green. Wasn't really happy with my exit here. I held a little too long. I should have just sold into strength, sold into momentum, and that's something I'm going to keep working on, and also keep stressing, those I mentor to do the same. Okay, and so anyhow, so I got out here first, most of my position over here, and then after that, I got the rest of my position out somewhere around down here, and I got out at 110. So that was good. That was my SPX trade for roughly around 85% at the height. All right, and then my Tesla trade, I got in once I saw that SPX was tanking. I was watching Tesla the whole morning. Same thing. Did track the trend pre-market. We shot up, came back down, broke the trend line here. This is the 1 hour, by the way, up here, and 30-minute down here. And then after that, we broke a larger trend line that's been in play for quite a few days, 1, 2, 3 days. And so we broke that trend line, and that is where I entered. And so I entered into there. I got in, went all the way down. It filled this gap. Where's this gap from? This gap is a 1 hour gap from January 26, 2023. And so a lot of you guys might be looking at my chart like, man, that's a lot of stuff on your chart, man. I was like, everything on my chart is designed for entry or exit points. So everything means something. It's a place for me to either exit or enter a trade. And so this way I can stay on top of my profits and my targets. So nevertheless, we filled the gap. All right. And then after that, we started moving back up. And on the way back up, that's when I got out. Not happy about that exit. I like to sell into strength. I think if I'm going to be transparent here, I think I was getting a little greedy. And so I think something just kind of slapped me upside my head and was like, hey, get out. And I got out right around here. And so in total, what are we talking about? In total, we're looking at, 81% trade for Tesla, 85% trade for SPX. Here's the proof. Here's the receipts. All right. You can see here SPX at the top, 85%. All right. Tesla, it says here 79%. Sometimes it's a little tough to go ahead and grab a quick screenshot and then close the trade. So, I got to be really careful with that. So I'm not going to always be able to show that, especially if I'm trying to really capture the gains. But nevertheless, you see my gains over here. Today was a good day as far as percentage wise. But one thing I am going to be improving on is making sure I sell into strength. Anyhow, for those of you guys who want to know how much I made, again, I don't talk about dollar amounts, but I will talk about percentages because I want you guys to focus on making good trades. All right. It's all about making good trades. If you focus on the trades, you will never have to worry about the money, right? Make sure you follow your trade plan. And I'm following my trade plan. My trade plan more specifically is a break of a trend line, and I ride it all the way back down to its origination point. That's called the golden pullback, or the golden flag is what I like to call it. And it's a great strategy. It's been working really well for me, and that's pretty much what I do 99% of the time. So yeah, don't ask me about dollar amounts. Something dropped, something fell on the floor. So yeah, don't ask me about dollar amounts. I'm not going to talk about dollar amounts, but I will talk about percentages, and because that's what you guys want to do, right? Everything is going to be relative. And by the way, I'm not doing this again for you guys or a pat on my back or to flex. This is really what I'm doing for my children. I want my children to be able to look back at these videos. I want them to be able to learn. I want them to be able to study, and you guys just to get to benefit from all of this. So anyhow, thanks for taking the time to watch my trade and how I traded SPX and Tesla. If you're interested in learning more about my trade system or refining your trade plan, you can reach out to me at goldensetups.com. Check out the Level Up newsletter, by the way, where you can get reports and these trade opportunities and these wonderful setups on SPX and Tesla and Bitcoin and more on the higher time frames. So you can be prepared every week. All right. So you can be, these are the same setups that I take over and over and over again. And so nevertheless, check that out. Subscribe to that if you want to. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Go long on the like and subscribe button, and stop losing trades. Trade confident, and don't forget to live life.